Alright, chapter 1. A squat grey building of only 34 stories. Over the main entrance, the words Central London, a charity and conditioning centre, and in a shield, the world's spasmodic community identity stability. The enormous room on the ground floor faced towards the north, cold for all the summer beyond the panes, for all the tropical heat of the room itself. Harsh light glared through the windows, angrily seeking some strap-like figure, some pallid shape of academic goose flesh, but finding only the glass and nickel and blackish shining proclaim of a laboratory. Winters responded to winteriness. The world of the workers were white, their hands gloved with a pale corpse-colored rubber. The light was frozen, dead, a ghost only from the yellow barrels. The microscopes stated bore a certain rich, a living substance lying along the polished tubes, like butter streak after Lucius, streaking along precision down the work tables. All right, a beautiful view at the window. From here you can see everything. Well, for the first time, sitting on such chair and reading a book. Wonderful. And this, the director opening the door, is the fertilizing room. Burned over their instruments, 300 fertilizers. While plunged as the director of a charity's conditioning entered the room in the skillfully breathing silence, the absent-minded, slowly creasing hum and whistle. Absorb concentration a troop of newly arrived students, very young, pink and callow. Pink and callow, what that means? Pink and callow. Oh yeah. By the way, my friends, oh, got two books here, the Alp book, the other side of Gone with the Wind, and just as unputdownable Sunday Times. And this one is Brave New World. Vitor Oliveira. Oi, 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 hola, my friend. This time here at the very beautiful area with my friends. Books for life. Well, sitting in such a chair which is quite moving. I don't like it. Quite moving. Well, there is the mountain, there are the books. From here you can have a better view of the rock bush. Oh yeah. Let's go sit somewhere else. Okay, over to the next page now. Come on. Nervously, rather objectly, as the director each of them carried a notebook, in which, whenever the great man spoke, he desperately scribbled. Straight from the horse's mouth, it was a very privilege. The HC of Central London always made a point of personally conducting his new students round the various departments. Mm, maybe I want to keep this book over there. Oh yeah, look at this one. She's still here. Okay. Just to give you a general idea, he would explain to them, for of course, some sort of general idea that must have, if they were to do their work intelligently, the little of time, a little of one if they were to be good and happy members of society as possible. Particulars, as everyone knows, make for virtue and happiness. Generalities are intellectually necessary evils. No philosophers or phrase saviors and stamp collectors compose the backbone of society. Oh yeah, philosophers, stamp collectors, the backbones of society. What does it mean? I don't know. What does it mean? Go to this side now. Hmm. Quite a beautiful place. Tomorrow we would have a smiling at them with a slightly menacing geniality. He will be settling down to serious work. He won't have time for generalities. Meanwhile, it was a privilege, straight from the horse's mouth into the notebook. The boys scribbled like mud, tall and rather thin but upright. The director advanced into the room. He had a long chin and a big, rather prominent teeth just covered, when he was not talking, by his florida curved lips. Old, young, thirsty, 50, 55. It was hard to say, and anyhow, the question did not arise, and this year of stability of 632, it did not occur to you to ask it. Hmm. Well, I don't get it. I shall begin at the beginning. Say the DHC and the Mars Zelia students recorded his intention in their notebooks. Began at the beginning. Daisy waved his hand at the incubators, and opening our insulted doors, he showed them racks upon racks of numbered test tubes. The weak supply of over kept, he explained, at blood heat. Where's the male gametes? And here they opened another door. They have to be kept at 35 instead of 37. Full blood, each sterilize rams wrapped in thermogene baguette no lamps. Still beginning, still leaning against the incubators you gave them, while the pencil scrawled illegibly across the pages a brief description of the modern fertilizing process. Spoke first, of course, of its surgical introduction. Ah, nice. The operation undergone voluntarily for the good of society, not to mention the fact it carries a bonus amounting to 6 months' salary, continued with some account the techniques for preserving the size of a live and actively developing, passed on to consideration of opium, optimum temperature, salinity, viscosity, refer to the liquor in which the touched and ripened eggs were kept, leading his charge drop off from the test tubes. But are the let out drop by drop of the specially worn slides of the microscopes of the eggs, which he contained were inspected for abnormalities, counted and transferred to a porous receptacle. Ow. And he now took them and to watch the operation. This receptacle was immersed in a warm concentrated of 100,000 per cubic centimeters. He insisted in how, after 10 minutes, the container was lifted out of the liquid and constantly examined. It's a boring one. Let's go to some another page. Let's go to this chapter. What's this about? This book's all about what? Chapter 15. Let's first read this out. It's a perfect world. You have everything you could wish for. There is no violence, babies are mad in laboratories. Your daily dose of soma keeps depression away. You can watch, feel, eat to stimulate your senses while you live in a man-made heaven. So what if the world controllers manipulate to discourage critical thinking and individual actions and initiative? It is for your own good, but Bernard Marx is not happy. In this blissful ambience, old imperfect lives exist in reservations. Mark is one of them. You care for this distress anyhow. Alex's prophetic Brave New World needs no introduction, published in 1932. It was not only how inspired for the readers in the 20th century, but continues to do so even today when our world is fast becoming the dystopia, ugly, and investing. Well, still I don't get it. Babies are born in test tubes, rather in mother's womb. Talking about no violence, talking about getting rid of your depression, living in a perfect world. This book's all about perfection, living a peaceful life, that's it. No more, no less. Oh yeah, by this guy here. Oh yeah. Now let's go check this one. This one is not so interesting. Yeah, let's give it a ah, 1% dog won't work. The hell. Still hot outside. I said you should read a book. That's why I'm reading a book. Beautiful look from the book. Oh yeah. Let's get it for a while. Can you stay here? Can you please stay here? Stay here, man. Come on, stay here. Seems like stay here. I don't know. Maybe. Don't fall, alright? Don't fall. Stay there. Stay there. Outstanding. The Help, about 2 million copies sold. US bestseller. The Help, a novel. The other side of gone the wind and just as unpewed down about Sydney Times. Catherine Stockcraft. Oh yeah. Intervention of Jackson, Mississippi 1962, where a black maid raised white children, but are entrusted not to steal the silver. There's a Billion raising a 17th white child and nursing the art, caused by Hanson's tragic death. Minnie, whose cooking is nearly as sassy as a tongue, and white Miss Skeeter, Uncle Kaji wants to know why her beloved maid had disappeared. Gator, Hybeline, and Minnie. No one would believe they would be friends. Fewer still would tolerate it, but as each woman finds the courage to cross boundaries, they come to depend and rely upon one another. Each is in search of truth, and together will an extraordinary story to tell. Ah, seems like okay. This novel seems like okay, I don't know. Let's see. Stockett is a brilliant on people, on food, on relationships, on the weather. Roy completely into world of okra and fried chicken and peach cobbler, Daily Telegraph. Daring, vitally important, very courageous. I love and admire the help. Fantastic. Love a lot. Praise for the elf. Catherine Stockett has written a wondrous novel. You will be swept away as our characters work, play, and love during a time when possibilities for women were few, but the dreams of the future are limitless. A glorious read. Best-selling author of the Big Stone Gap series, and Lucia. Daring, vital, important. Deftly handled. I love and admire the hope. He's very courageous, fantastic. Oh, these guys are some of the best authors. I don't know why. Okay, let's forget it. Let's go to some pages. Some pages. The elf is coming. The elf. First baby was like cool. Taking care of it along with all the cooking and the cleaning in the toilet. But I never seen her baby yell like Mobley Love. First day I walk into the door, there should be red hot and hollering with a fall colic fighting the bottles like there's a rotten tonic. My silly fault, she like terrified, a hound child. What I'm doing wrong. Why can't I stop it? Is that was my first hint. Something is wrong with this situation. So I took that pain screaming baby in my arms, bounced over my hip to get the case moving. They did not. Girl stopped crying. Got her smiling up at me like she did. Miss Lovelet, she don't pick her on baby for the rest of the day. I seen plenty of women get the baby blues after the done birthing. I reckon. I thought that's what it was. There's something about Miss Lovelet. She's not just frowning all the time, she's skinny. Her legs is so spindly, she looked like she done ground on last week. 23 years old, and she's lunky, 14 years old boy. His hair is thin, brown, see, dark. He tried to tease it out, but not honest. Make it look thinner. Was too hot. Her face be the same shape as the red devil on the red hot candy box. Pointed chin at all. In fact, her whole body was be so full of sharp knobs and corners. It's no wonder she can't soup that baby. Babies like fate, like to bury their face up in your armpit and go to sleep. They like big fat legs too, that's I know. By the time she heralded My mobile following me around everywhere I go. 5 o'clock would come around. I should be hanging on my daughter's coat, shoe, drinking off the floor, like crying like I weren't never coming back. Miss Lovelet, she did not her eyes, could be like done something wrong. On each carrying bag of food. I found there's a risk you run. Let something else raise your children. Ah, let's see the view, man. Catherine Stockett was born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi. After graduating from the University of Alabama with a degree in English and creative writing, she moved to New York City, where she worked in magazine publishing and marketing for 9 years. She currently lives in Atlanta with her husband and daughter. This is her first novel. Talking about this lady. Wow. This is Onza. On the outside is Nagar. There is the rock portion. That one is the rock portion over there. Quite hot outside. I don't know what's the temperature, I haven't checked it yet. But it's too hot. Oh my god. What's the time? 10:32. July 22. Oh yeah. Seems like there's a ground in there. Closer to the river. What is that? Is that a ground? Football ground. In front of the disaster. There is the Serena Hotel over there. On that side. Serena Hotel. Can be seen clearly from here. Ah yeah. Spending time in the library, and there's a guy cleaning this area, making some noises. This guy, it's too hot, cannot speak loudly. I better drop his laptop here. I don't want to use it. I'm sitting on that chair, which is quite moving, and I don't like it. Quite moving. I'm still cleaning it. Oh man. There's some more books in there. I don't know if a book's supporting. Alright my friend, that's it.